All right, so we want to know the sum of the solutions that satisfy this equation, right? So when we say solutions, right, let's just define what that is. Solutions are well, it's where it's going to hit the x-axis, right? So it would be a parabola. So you can actually graph this, figure out where it's going to hit the x-axis, and take the sum of those numbers. That would be the easiest way to do this. Now, if you're doing an SAT and this is a no calculator section, you obviously can't graph this. But so let's go through and figure out how to solve it algebraically. I'm going to give you like a shortcut, and then if that doesn't make sense, show you how you can actually factor this out and solve. Right. So think of like if I had something like x squared. Actually, let's start with this. Let's say I have like x plus 4 times x minus 2, right? So I'm going to factor this out. It's going to give me x squared plus 4x minus 2x minus 8, right? And then I'm going to get x squared plus 2x minus 8, right? So the sum, and think about like, so what these solutions are going to be. Solutions are the x is negative 4 and x equals 2, right? We flip these signs and because this equals 0, right? Okay. So the sum of these solutions is going to be negative 4 plus 2 is negative 2. This sum of the solutions is always going to be the negative of this b term, right? Because this is what you're adding these numbers together to get, right? So like this b term, right? You're going to add these together to basically get to what these numbers are on the end here, right? So it's going to be the negative of it, though, right? Because when we put it into the factoring, we do it with, like, the opposite sign. So whatever this b term is here, like, I could just look at, they said, what are the sum of the solutions of x squared plus 2x minus 8, I'd say negative 2. Right? So I'm going to take this b term and take the opposite of it, right? So now let's for this, I could say I don't have a b term here, right? When I have ax squared plus bx plus c, this is like my b term, right? The one that just is attached to like the x to the first power, right? I don't have one here, so really the sum of my solutions is going to be 0. Right? But let's go through and factor it out too so you can kind of see where this is coming from, right? So I'm just going to pull a 2 out of here first, right, just to make it easier, which is going to give me 2 times x squared, 2 goes into 32, it's going to be minus 16, right? Which is going to then factor out into, right, I don't have a b term, difference of squares, x plus 4 times x minus 4, right? The solutions are going to be negative 4 and x equals positive 4, and the sum of these is going to be 0, so it checks out. So answer choice A.